And we are live. What's going on, guys? This is JWags412, and welcome back to the Free to Play Podcast, Episode 3. I am joined by the same member of panels. Voicelegends joined us this week as well. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of shit to discuss. So thank the panel for bearing with me here. I have some technical difficulties, a long week. But anyway, I'm going to let the panel members introduce themselves first. So first off, we'll start with Voicelegend. You hear me? Voice?
Oh, my bad. Audio lag. Everybody. And a bitch.
Is it just me or is he cutting out?
Yeah.
Still cutting out?
Cutting out.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Fuck.
Yeah, you're cutting out, bro.
Yeah. Let me do this.
Cutting out, bro. All right, while you're doing that, Scorpio, go ahead.
All right, wait. I'm not cutting out, am I?
No, you're
like,
good.
am I still cutting out?
No, you're good.
Drawing back in. What's up, everybody?
What's up?
That's your intro? That is Voicelegends. Check out his channel.
Check out my channel. You know, I got some. You know, you can go ahead and check those out. You know, I specialize in doing parody dubs and voiceover content based on video games and cartoons. And
so what's up, everybody? Okay. Voicelegend, everybody. Next up, we'll Dirk Griggity.
Hey, what is going on, y'all? This is Dirk Griggity. I am the Xbox guy on this podcast. So it is what it is.
Hey, no hate. We got some things to discuss, me and you. That's okay. We'll get to that soon enough. Next up, we got Chariot Man Videos. I'm sorry, Chariot Man Gaming. You changed your name.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? This is Chariot Man Gaming. You can come check out my channel. I'll be talking about. I like a lot of Nintendo, different types of games. I'll be streaming. You know, I'm gonna be pretty hilarious on my channel. Just come on through and just have a good time.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, we got my man Scorpio.
Hi, I'm Scorpio from England. I'm a casual gamer and huge film buff. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at Scorpio06061988.
All right. My bad. I was checking the audio. The audio sounds good though. I just checked out real quick the audio.
Everything sounds good on the audio department.
Audio sounds good. Yeah. Anybody in the chat? Yeah, I'm still looking at it. Yep. Predator, what's up, man? Skip Bayless, how y'all doing? So first thing we're gonna talk about: Sony should buy Bandai Namco. We'll talk about that, Skip Bayless. But first thing we're going to talk about, Detroit Become Human. Now, as you guys have heard, this game officially got a release date. It will arrive on the PS4 May 25th, which is only a month after the release of God of War. Now, I'll start with Dirk Griggity. Who here on the panel, we'll start with Dirk, though. What are your thoughts about this game? Dirk, are you excited about it? How you feel about this game?
Well, I am absolutely excited about this game because I am a fan of Quantic Dream games. Mm-hmm. I loved Indigo Prophecy. I loved Heavy Rain. Didn't care much for Beyond Two Souls, but I am hyped from this game. I grew up in Detroit, even though I know it has nothing to do with the current Detroit. But yeah, I'm hyped for this game, man. So yeah, I think it's good that it's coming out May 25th. Have a release date. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
We officially got a release date. I was a little surprised. I thought it was going to come out later in the year. But Voicelegend, what are your thoughts on Detroit Become Human? It kind of came as a surprise, man. I did not think it was going to release this early.
Here's what I got to say on the game, okay? This is a very freaking innovative video game. I can't wait to get my hands on it because it just seems like there is so many possibilities based off the circumstances. Like,
the choices you make.
Ways to answer... Yeah, like the choices that you make based on the circumstance, it's like it can lead to multiple endings to like conflicts. And that's the part that I'm really digging about the game. Mm-hmm. That's coming out May 25th. That's definitely something to look forward to.
Yeah, right around the corner, man. I thought it was be way later in the year.
Amazing.
Scorpio, thoughts on this game?
I've not actually seen too much about it myself, so I have no real opinion on it either way.
Fair enough. Okay, how about Cherry Man? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think when I saw the game a couple of months ago, it looks pretty interesting for the PlayStation 4. Even though I don't have a PlayStation, I don't own a PlayStation. Hopefully, I might get one. I want to see what this. I want to see more about the game.
You know, on a PlayStation?
Not yet.
My
Not ready
Xbox
yet.
loving ass got a
Come on.
PS4.
You
You ain't
better
got a
get
PS4?
one, bro. You got them bangers coming out this year.
You better hurry up and
Spider-Man?
get your ass
They
to the
do.
store and get
God
one,
of
son.
War?
Spider Man's gonna be good. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I'm looking to get one, especially for Last of Us 2. So
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see what this is about.
I think they're like sub
See
$200
what this is
or
about.
like $200 right now with a game, and you gotta jump on that. But
Yeah.
no, this whole thing, man. Detroit Become Human. You know, arrives May 25th. As I said, it kind of surprised me. I thought it was gonna be a release or later in the year, but now that it's here, that's fantastic. It's only a month after God of War, so Sony is pushing these games out. But this game does look interesting. It does look good from a graphical standpoint, and I'm a fan of these kind of games. You know, I'm a real big fan of the Telltale series, which is
Me too.
is kind of similar to. I beat all the Walking Deads, played the Batman games, but here's my one concern with this. I like those games. But these point and click adventures, but those games are $25. Now I understand this game is a lot more graphic intensive. You know, a lot more resources went into this game. But my only concern is like, do I really want to pay $60 for a point and click game? I don't.
How good it is. Well,
Yeah, but how long is it gonna be? Is the first thing you think? How long do you think the story mode is gonna be? I mean, I know you. I guess you could play
8
through
to
it
10
multiple
hours.
times. 8-10 hours, you think? Even with multiple
Probably
playthroughs.
8 to 10 hours. Yeah,
Okay.
probably 8.
It's my only concern. Like I said,
That's my guess.
it looks fantastic. The story looks interesting. It's gotten a lot of flack for apparently, we also had a trailer where there's like the domestic violence and people are trying to come down
Yeah.
for that. But Sony don't give a fuck. Same thing with the Last of Us 2 trailer. They are sticking to their guns and good for them. Yeah, but I'm excited about the game, man. I'm probably gonna pick it up, but it's my one concern, though, man. Like I'm hoping it has a little more gameplay than just
yeah.
than just conversation trees and picking a path. I hope I could do a little bit more than that for $60. That's my personal opinion. Like I said, I love the Telltale series, love what those games do, but those are $25 compared to a $6 full release title.
Yeah.
So
Well,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Are you about to say something?
No, go ahead. Whoever wants to talk.
I would say, personally, my opinion, I'm okay with it because, first of all, you see the graphics are amazing. I'm assuming the game's going to be between 8 to 10 hours. There's probably going to be a lot of replayability. Different endings. Usually, their games have different endings, different decisions, different outcomes. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That's my favorite saying of the day. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, yeah, it does look. It looks fantastic, especially from a graphical standpoint. But I'm just hoping it's just if it's a point and click adventure, just a little more gameplay. Because I'm kind of hesitant about paying $6 for what looks to be essentially is a interactive movie. That's my only thoughts on that.
That's kind of what I got in terms of a vibe, though. Like, it's trying to kind of market itself as like an interactive movie, but like just with deeper choices and decisions to make.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, because we know some of these games, like even like the Walking Dead series and Batman's, the decisions that you make are they change the story, but not drastically. I mean, they do a little bit, but not to the point where it's like, holy shit, like it's not a completely different path. It usually leads to the same consequence either way. I mean, most of the time in a lot of these games. So hopefully this game has the option. I'm hoping it's something completely new where it's just like every choice drastically alters the story. Because I just played The Impatient, and it didn't matter what decision you made. It pretty much all wound up being the same exact thing, no matter what you said or did. So that's my only concern with the game. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to it, and it's great that Sony's releasing it this early. But that segues us to our next topic, Dirt Griggity. So, on the day, and this was yesterday, I believe, right? That this was announced for Sony, for Detroit Become Human. On that same day, yesterday, Microsoft, your boys, announced a DLC pack for Super Lucky Tales, okay, and a new controller.
Oh boy, look at that!
Now, I'm not even gonna say anything yet, but how do you feel about the Super Lucky Tales DLC and a new controller? Are you excited about yet another controller?
No, I'm not excited about another controller or Lucky's Tale DLC. But I'm going to say this. Detroit Become Human is a game that we've been talking about for 2 years. All they did was drop their release date. The game isn't appearing out of nowhere. Oh, damn, Sony just announced a brand new game. They said it was coming out 2018. Bam, here's the day. So I don't think it has. I don't care that Microsoft announced DLC and another controller. That's what they do. They do controllers. They do controllers very well. But I mean,
that's a nice way to put it. Though. They do controllers.
They do controllers well. They don't do exclusives well right now.
Every goddamn week they're coming out with a new controller.
They do it well.
You got Larry Herb, and we check out buy a new controller. Pre-order this controller now. You know how many fucking Xbox controllers I have?
I got like 6 of them, dude. I swear, I got like.
They just released a Sea of Thieves ones. It does look cool. It is a nice looking controller.
Cool controller.
I know you bought that too. I saw your video on that. But like how many? Come on, man. How many goddamn? They already have the controller lab, so you can go customize your controller and shit. Like, they're putting a lot of goddamn resources in controller, and then NFL teams, you can do whatever you want on those week's controllers, and then they're releasing. I heard they're working on the Elite 2.0.
Hey man,
I
can't fanboy that they do controllers well. That's all I can say.
So many controllers. No games to play.
So many of them.
No games to play. No, I'm exaggerating on that, but
they got more fucking.
So how about?
Than
Here's the thing. I think a lot of people are. The reason people are upset. Of course, we all know these controllers are fucking ridiculous. Like they come out with I swear it's a new one every week. But fine, they're good at making hardware, and people like always customizable controllers. But I think a lot of people are upset for the reason they're upset about Super Lucky Tales DLC. People see that as like, really? Like you're putting resources into Super Lucky Tales DLC, but we've heard nothing so far about State of Decay 2 for the most part. That's supposed to come out this year. We really don't know that much about Sea of Thieves, to be honest, and that comes out this month. But other than the beta, we really don't know too much like exactly what the story is going to be like. As far as like all the missions you can do, it's very vague on exactly what we'll be able to do in that game besides rob people. And then you got Crackdown 3 supposedly come out this year, and we have seen fucking nothing since last E3. No gameplay, really nothing. They have been very quiet about that. So I think people are upset. Like they're announcing this shit, but they're keeping us in the dark about their other projects. Anybody want to speak on that topic?
Well, I'll give the other guys a chance to go because I do have another take about this, but you guys can go ahead if you have something.
Yeah, we'll get the rest of the panel real quick and we'll see what's Hold on 1 second. Iron Fist said in the chat, talking about Detroit Become Human. He said it is half point and click and half third person shooter ? So he's insinuating like we should have known that. Is it?
We don't really know that specifically.
Yeah, is it? Because
I didn't see no third person.
I didn't see no third person. Footage, or there's been no talks about it being a third person shooter like Quantum Break or something like that. So I'll look into it, man, but I don't believe it's the case. I believe this is mostly story driven game.
It's like you're exploring the game to me.
Yeah, I've seen nothing to anybody shooting anything or interacting with anything else. Anyway, but go ahead. So concerning the Super Lucky Tales DLC controller situation, anybody else on the panel besides Dirt? He'll speak at the end of this.
Well, I don't know if I really got a chance to really talk about it, but
no, good.
I think DLC is actually nice for Super Lucky Tales. The thing is, I'm not really with the whole controller shit. I just feel like they personally have enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's just there's too many at this point. Like holy shit! Come on.
It's like every week. But I gotta stop you right there, Scorpio. So I keep going Scorpio, voice legend. So you're mad about the controllers, but you're cool with the Super Lucky Tales deal. I know you're a platformer guy, man. I know you play Crash all the time. I saw you playing.
I don't have too many problems with a platformer getting extra expansion. The game used that.
The game is trash.
And it's only $5, Sauce. Man, it's only $5.
Trash. That game is. I don't want trash. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. It's in 4K 60. I know it's not geared towards me, man, but that's the main reason.
It's not a bad game, though.
I thought the game was alright.
I've never played it. Be honest with you, I never played it, but it looks. It didn't look like I would enjoy it.
It's a kiddie game, definitely, but it's not bad.
It's a kiddie game, and that's the
game,
thing, man. It's like that's a lot of what they're doing now, man. We got Sea of Thieves coming out, Super Lucky Tales DLC. Shit like that. So it's gonna.
I don't think CFDs is a kiddie game. I think it looks cartoony, but I don't think it's a kiddie game. It looks
Nah, I don't think so.
Cartoon. It looks cartoony, but it's not a
But
kiddie game.
why?
Why?
It has more going for it.
Why? Because you're drinking rum and
Yeah, you get drunk and you're robbing people.
What's it rated?
I
By the
don't know.
ESRB. It's not M.
You sure? It might be T. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's for stealing. I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty sure it's not M. It's probably T. But anyway,
Oh,
so
we'll see.
anybody else have thoughts on that? I am done with controllers, man. I own like 9 controllers, bro. It's like I'm cool on a controller.
I agree.
That's too much goddamn controllers, man. You don't need all these good. All these controllers that they making, that's crazy. That's too much. All these controllers they making out here for one particular game. That's overkill.
It's overkill.
It's not even a game. It's just like this random themes, covert forces.
They look cool though. They look cool.
That's too much.
Like they look good, but it's just, I can't express it enough. There's just fucking too many. Man. That's the only way I can describe it. There's too many now. Yeah, and now that you can go online and customize them yourself for $70, I don't see the need for more controllers. But anyway, anybody else?
$70.
Yes, I think it's $70 if you want to customize on their website or whatever.
God damn.
A little bit more than that.
Is it more than that? Like $80?
If you put your name on it, I think it's like 90. You can put your name on.
Oh, now we're getting ridiculous.
You're getting greedy out here, man. Damn.
It's a novelty item, but it's just like, come on, man. And then here's my thing. Once you buy the controller, or once you have the controller in your hands, you start playing, you don't notice that shit anymore. Like, we all like customizable shit, but like, when you got way more controllers than you got games coming out, it's a fucking problem, in my opinion. You don't see Sony releasing, new controllers, like a new theme controller every goddamn week.
I can't disagree with you on this, Wes. I can't disagree with you, brother.
I mean, I'm not saying like it's pros and cons. Man. People have the opportunity to buy them. They want to buy them. It's fine, but it's just like that's all I see, man. They keep throwing it in your face. They're like, "Oh, buy new controller, pre-order the new controller." I'll pass on that.
Damn.
Any other thoughts on that?
And I don't know.
Nope. All right, so we're
Too
past
much.
that. Moving on. So Dynasty Warriors 9. Now I don't know how familiar you guys are with this game. This has been a long-running franchise since the PS2 days, I believe. That's when I first started playing it, and it has traditionally had co-op, couch co-op back in the PS2 days. You and your buddy, your friend, or your brother, whoever could sit down. And what it is this game is you are these Chinese or Japanese whatever characters, samurais, and you're fighting waves and waves and armies, full armies of people and captains, and you're riding elephants. It's a pretty fun game. It's like a mindless hack and slash. Well, Dynasty Warriors 9 was released, I think, 2 weeks ago, and for some fucking reason, they neglected to put any online multiplayer in this game, right? Because they didn't want to pay for servers. And that's okay, fine. You want to be cheap. The game is still $60, but fine. But not only did they not put online multiplayer, there is no couch co-op either in this game, and it has traditionally been multiplayer. So that pissed me off.
Co-op is dead.
Oh, that's old. No, come on.
No, I mean,
That's
yeah, like no. What Dirt said, it's not as popular as it once was. But if you're not going to put online multiplayer in a game that's traditionally had it, at least you can fucking put the couch co-op in there. Because I was gonna have my brother come over, and we were gonna drink a few beers and just kind of like a nostalgia thing, and just drink and play this game that we played when we were kids. But I can't do that now. So do you guys feel that I'm tripping about that? Or do you guys feel that's a big deal? Or who wants?
I don't feel you're tripping about that at all. I feel it 100%.
Yeah.
100%. That game always had online in it. Hack and slash online. What the hell?
Yeah, but it always had at least couch co-op, man. So in this game,
goddamn.
I mean, at least have couch co-op. Come on.
Yeah, at least, right. That's what I feel. Especially if I'm paying $60 for it now. Like I said, this game is not a traditionally single player game. It's one thing if a game is single player, but this has not been that way. And then the other thing about this game is, not only it's
right back, guys.
Okay, but it's getting bad reviews. I think it's sitting at a 2 out of 10 on Steam. It's sitting at a 66% on Metacritic. IGN gave it a 5.5, mediocre. So the game itself is not that good anyway. They haven't developed the series much. It doesn't look that good. Doesn't run that good. Even on the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro, it's hitting sub 30 FPS. But so with all that, and then they couldn't even add any kind of multiplayer whatsoever. I find it lazy. And that's a trend I'm seeing more and more in gaming nowadays. I don't know. Like I said, that's how I feel about that. That really pissed me off because I was going to pick the game up day one, but once I heard it had no multiplayer at all, I skipped it.
Yeah. You know, I can honestly sit here and tell you I've never played a Dynasty Warriors game. It never really interests me. But excuse me, from listening to you, if the game always had online co-op and it doesn't have it now, that's ridiculous.
I'm not so sure they always had online co-op, but it traditionally most.
I mean,
of them,
like co-op, yeah.
Yeah, most of them have had some form of co-op.
Co-op.
Though, one of the best things about this game was playing with a buddy and just running around and fucking up armies and captains and generals and you know. But that's all gone now. This game, in my opinion, would be boring as hell to play by myself. Yeah. But that is just me. So next topic, and this will be a good one for I know Cherry Man Gaming want to touch on this. So Payday 2 recently released on the Nintendo Switch. Now Payday 2 is a port from the Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And that game, I believe, first came out in 2014, and they have recently ported to the Switch. It is $50 on the Switch and comes with all DLC included. And of course, it is a downgraded version. It does not look as good graphically. It does not perform as well on a technical level. It targets 30 frames and hits that, from what I hear, pretty consistently for most of the time. The mobile version. So, what is your thoughts? You said you bought this game, Cherry Man?
Yeah, I just went to the store just like 30 minutes, like an hour ago, and bought this game. But see, this is the problem I don't like about it. I mean, I know it's getting. I mean, Nintendo should have had the goddamn online structure fixed already, man. What the hell is wrong with them? Not having the goddamn voice chat in this game, man. Come on, man. That's why the game is the scores a little low. You can't talk with the people here. God damn. What the game is good. It's just no voice chat. That's what's holding it back.
So it's true that this game has no voice chat whatsoever.
Yeah, they don't have it in there yet. It's just it's no voice chat.
Is that you, Chairman?
Yes, people leave. Okay. There's two people leave.
Oh yeah, so the game does have online multiplayer, correct?
Yes, it has everything, but it's people are criticizing it because it doesn't have a voice chat, and I understand it. Yeah. It's missing some DLC. I heard some DLC is still missing from the game.
Okay, so it doesn't include everything. Okay, so here's
most of it though.
So what it boils down to is this is a $50 port of a game from 4 years ago with no voice chat, which has been a standard since 2006. Since Xbox Live was first. Actually, before that, even on PS2 days, we've had the ability to do voice chat. So it doesn't have that. Apparently, you're saying it doesn't include all the DLC. It is a graphically inferior version of the original game. And all this for the price of $50 when the game currently is, I believe, you get on Steam for as low as $15. Xbox One, PS4 for $20. So this begs the question that I'm brings up again, man. Some of these ports of these older games are unjustifiable when it comes to this price, man. Like I said, they're releasing Hyrule Warriors, whatever it's called, from the Wii U. That's a full release title, $60, all DLC included. They got Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze coming out. That's $50. That's a game that came out in 2013. They're doing it with a bunch of games. Even Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a port from the Wii U, and they're going to continue to do more of those. I believe Super Smash Bros. Will be a port from the Wii U, and they are sure to bring back Mario Maker, things like that. But same thing with Doom, $6 version that's graphically inferior, missing features. Same thing with FIFA 18, it's a graphically inferior version, missing online features and missing in-game features like story elements. I forget what the one mode's called, but that's a big mode. Everybody was craving. It's not there. WWE 2K18, we all know how that went. That game is a terrible, terrible port. So a basic question, man. Is this the fault of the developers or is this Nintendo not doing enough quality control?
It could be. It's half and half to me. I think Nintendo should at least make the price a little cheaper for some of these ports. I mean, as you say, for Payday, it's $20 on the damn games. I have the demo on Steam. I haven't really finished it. $15 on Steam. What the hell is it? 15? It should be at least like, all right, I would say $29.99, maybe $29.99, $30 for.
I'd say 30 tops. Yeah, for a game that's 5 years old, man. Because it's not. Yeah. This isn't a remake. This isn't a remaster. Is just a port from the Xbox One, PS4, and PC version, and they're charging a full $50, not full $6 retail price, but even $50 is too much. You got Dark Souls 3, or is it Dark Souls, the first one coming to the Switch eventually. We'll see how that goes, but this is starting a pattern here, man. And like I said, something as simple. This is what I get on Nintendo about. Something as simple as voice chat in 2018 in a game like this multiplayer, it's unacceptable, man. It's not. If you want to charge $50, people are going to expect a certain standard. So the fact that it released,
all right, I'm back. Sorry it took so long.
No, you're good, man. The fact that it released with no voice chat is, in my opinion, and my thoughts, unforgivable, man. If I pay $50 for that game, I'd be pissed the fuck off. Especially the fact that you could play online multiplayer with somebody, but you can't voice chat. In a game like this, if anybody in the chat, whoever has never played Payday 2, this game here, where you're robbing banks and everything, communication is a must. You have to plan your attacks out, or you have to plan your robbery out, so you have to be talking constantly. So the fact this game has no voice chat is absolutely absurd to me.
Yeah.
For $50.
They said they're working it out though.
Well, it should have been since release, man. I mean, they could,
I agree.
They can work it all they want, but currently the way it sits, it's, in my opinion, it's bullshit, bro. There's no way to put it. It's a small.
Kind of get frustrated right now.
It's a small shit like this that Nintendo lacks on, man. Like they're making content. With all their first party games, they're getting a plethora, way more third party support than I thought they were going to get from the beginning. Even though it's not a lot of newer third party games, but something like I said, I sound like I'm beating a dead horse here, but something as simple as voice chat should not be this complicated. In 2018, it shouldn't be.
Yeah, we
shouldn't be having this conversation.
Agreed.
What my take about the whole thing is, I can't believe we're still talking about Nintendo and their online capabilities. We all know it's so far behind. It's not even funny. And also,
it really is far
by
behind.
them using the cartridge, it's making the games more expensive to make. LA Noire was $40 on the Xbox One and the PS4, but $50 on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. Because
these cartridges are. Do you guys remember in the '90s when the N64 titles, their games was like $70, $80? Wow, the PS1. I will never forget. I went to GameStop. I think it was called Funkoland at the time to get Primal Rage for the N64, and I will never forget. This is vividly in my mind. The guy said 83 and some change. That was plus tax. And I said, what? It's $50 for the PS1? He said, yeah, man, N64 game. It was $80. I will never forget that. And the cartridge format is just making the games more expensive. And even though they're 4 or 5 year old games, they're still going to be more than what they should because of the cartridge format. Yeah, because of the cartridge format.
To reduce.
Yes, I will say, let me say this real quick. The port, from what I hear from the gameplay I've seen, for the fact that this game is running on a Nintendo Switch's hardware, as good as it is, 30 FPS 1080p when docked, and then 30 FPS 720p on portable mode, it's pretty impressive, the fact that it looks as good as it does. I'll give them that. I think it's cool to have a game like that on the go, and be able to take with you wherever you want. But that does not the portability factor does not make up for the fact for everything you're losing, man. It does not make up for what you're sacrificing to get that experience. This isn't the first time they've done this. Like I said, there's other games that have been missing features, but this is something I don't want to see go forward. And when Nintendo finally decides to release their online service, which is supposed to be September this year, they're going to be charging for it. It's going to be $20 a year, which is $40 less than Xbox and PS4. People are going to be paying money for this. They're going to be expecting certain things. They're going to be expecting a certain standard. So, in my opinion, when this thing releases and they charge them money, they better be up to par, and things better be at a certain standard before this thing releases.
It better be, dude. Boy.
But you could take it on the road with you. That's going to be the selling point.
No. I know I need to be sarcastic. Like I said, the portability thing, I like it, and to be honest with you guys, that is the whole, I'll say it, gimmick here, because it is a useful feature, believe me. But if it wasn't for that, if the Nintendo Switch was not portable and was a dedicated home console, this console would be shit. I'm saying if it had the same power and specs and you couldn't take it on the go with you, right, it'd be terrible. I'm telling you, it wouldn't be as popular as it is. It is pretty popular, almost solely based on the portability. Now their first party titles have something to do with it. Zelda Breath of the Wild, great game. Super Mario Odyssey was pretty good. These first-party titles are pushing this console as well, but for the most part, the portability, in my opinion, plays the major factor. The fact that it's this hybrid console that no one's ever seen before.
That's why it's successful. Definitely.
That's one issue I had with it is, but didn't they say that the devs could make the games so that they weren't portable? Like there's no thing in place where they have to make it portable.
What do you mean, as far as like
they can design the game to be playable when it's like in the dock, but they can make it so like it doesn't have to be portable design like when you take it out the dock. That's what I'd heard.
Yeah, but why would they do that though? I mean, that would
like it doesn't change resolutions when you pull it out of the dock.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's only a 720p screen though, so it's limited to that resolution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it'd be fantastic if it was a 1080p screen, but that would up the price on the Switch, and I believe they did want to keep it at that $300 price point to try to, at the time when it released, stay on point with Xbox and PS4. But anybody else's thoughts on Payday 2? Anybody else buy that game?
Oh, for me, all right. So here's what I kind of see. It's kind of like the title says. It's like getting a pay cut at your job. It's like, okay, hey, you finally get this, right? Hey, it's great, man. You know, it's a little bit late, mind you, but it's coming, right? It's great. It looks great. Sounds great. It's good. But it always feels like with the Nintendo Switch, you're getting the shittier end of the stick because they're always going to have something to do with like the whole, party chat shit that you got to think about the price range too. Like,
yeah, $50 is absolutely way too much.
The cartridge shit, it's like you're getting less for
more. Right, you're paying.
That's what it kind of feels like.
You're paying more for less, or however you want to say it. Yeah,
it's less more. It's all the same thing. Yeah. You get what I'm saying.
That's essentially what you're getting with a lot of these Switch ports. Same with Doom. Same with a lot of these other games that are coming out.
You're just spending extra dollars for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. I said if you're an online guy, like I said, I don't really buy any online multiplayer games.
If you're an online guy, it's even worse.
I buy strictly single player games on the Switch. That's just something I do. I play all my multiplayer games on the Xbox One X. They have the most reliable, in my opinion, the most reliable online service, and I do not trust Nintendo's online service whatsoever. So I would
not a couple days ago though, because Xbox Live was down a couple days ago. Buddy.
Yeah, Xbox Live was down. It
was down about 30 minutes.
It's still the most reliable though.
Yeah, it's more reliable than PSN. But every time PSN. Yeah, but every time PSN goes down, they get thrashed. But Xbox goes down, and people were silent. Like it was down yesterday for a little bit, but it's definitely down way less than PSN, and it, in my opinion, well, this is an opinion, it's kind of fact, it is much more secure than PSN because PSN's constantly getting hacked. They just got hacked again recently.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's their new firmware update. People are hacking it.
That's why I kind of think it's stupid for them to even charge their shit. Like it isn't even properly secure. So why would you charge people money?
Hey man, they have to, man. They left so much money on the table. The PS3 era, dude. They left so much money on the table.
Yeah, Xbox started that precedence, and since then they've been, I mean, they had other, incentives. You get your PSN Plus discounts. You get your free games per month. And I had a
better way to approach it. This is kind of a dirty way to approach it.
Yeah, but in my opinion, $6. But I had no idea, honestly, that they were that every month with PSN Plus you got free PS Vita games, free PS3 games, and PS4 or not and PS4, but and PS4 games. So they're giving you a lot of shit, man, for your $60. I didn't know that. I mean, if you're like a strictly Sony guy and you had the Vita and PS, then you're getting your money's worth, in my opinion. But that's all I gotta say about the Payday 2 thing. Everybody's done with that, right? No more thoughts on that.
We're done with that.
The next juicy topic that we talked about last week, very briefly, but it deserves a second look. So, Metal Gear Survive. Konami. Now, as you guys know, and I've heard by now, surely in the chat, if you're watching this now.
God damn.
Konami recently released a game called Metal Gear Survive, which is a zombie tower defense game. It's getting pretty mediocre reviews. Everybody, for the most part, agrees. The game seems pretty lazy. It's boring. It's mediocre. It is not that good of a game.
Wait, what do you mean seems? It is.
It is. Okay. Well, I didn't want to say that. Voice, okay, because someone in the audience liked it, but fuck it, yeah, we'll be honest. That game is horrible. That game is horrible. Kojima had nothing to do with it, and
Exactly.
and it clearly shows. And in my opinion, like I said before, I think it's an insult to the Metal Gear license. It just has Metal Gear slapped on the name. But so the game is awful. It is tedious, but that is not the biggest offender. We can look past that. Bad games get made all the time, and at least they had the decency here to charge $40 for this game and not a $60 full release title AAA because they knew this game didn't deserve that price point. But with that price cut comes different ways of extracting money. So this game is filled to the brim with microtransactions as far as cosmetic items and other shit like that. It's just shit that's traditional in games nowadays. But they have went the extra mile this time. So Konami, everybody's heard this by now, is charging you $10 for an additional save slot. $10 for an additional save slot. That's not an exaggeration. If you want to save an additional character, you're gonna pay $10 fucking dollars. So I'll go last, and I'll let the rest of the panel speak on this. What are you guys' thoughts on this? I know I was gonna go last. In my opinion, this shit is fucking. It's evil. It's greedy. It's blasphemous. It's egregious. It is such a slap in the face of anybody who plays video games, man. I never would have thought in a million years, even after all the shit we've seen so far, that my save files were in jeopardy of being fucking monetized, which is basically what it boils down to. So, what are you guys' opinions? What's up, J Money? How you doing, man?
All right, so anyone want to go first, or can I go first?
You can go ahead first.
Go ahead.
I keep forgetting to change the
This shit is fucking ass, man.
Get
It is
'em.
fucking ass. Oh my god. Look. All right. So not only are you gonna charge like additional $5 for like extra guns and shit, but now you're fucking doing this. You're practically holding the save features hostage. Additional save slot. You gotta pay money for that. What the fuck, Konami? Look, all right. I know even far back as the 90s, you guys were shady with the extra quarter per man on fucking X-Men Arcade, but this is ridiculous.
Going back.
Fuck
back.
off.
I mean,
how worse could they possibly get, man?
They make pachinko machines, man. Like they fucking work. They work for Vegas, man. Like this is what they do. But they have managed to surpass EA as the most evil company of 2018 so far. So that is a pretty big accomplishment. I don't know how. What's that?
Needs to rename themselves to Fuckwad Media. Okay.
Fuckwad Media. I like it, man. I hope they rename themselves to Out of Business. That's what I hope. I hope they fucking die out, man. I hope they don't make aim off this game and they just fucking keep making their goddamn stupid ass slot machines and they got a gaming because this shit here, there is no room for it, man. This shit cannot exist because they are setting.
Slot machines aren't as retarded as their fucking business strategies for video games.
Yeah, they are setting a dangerous precedence here, man. Who else has thoughts on this, man?
Oh man, save slots for 10. What the?
What up, Cal?
What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Putting save slots with? I've never seen anything like this in all the years I've been playing game. Never heard you got to save your game. It costs $10 to save a goddamn game.
Yeah. It's not.
It showed the game shows potential, but it's just I don't know. It shows some potential. I watched a couple of it on somebody stream it, but the slave slots kind of throws. It's not good. That's just awful.
There's no potential
They
here.
completely
Stop being nice, Cherry. There ain't potential here, man. I've seen the game. I played the beta, man. You see all the generic ass zombies? You're sitting there poking them with a goddamn stick.
It is potential, all right. Potentially ass. There you go.
The only relevance it has at all to Metal Gear at all is the engine. I forget the name of the engine that is used for the game.
Fox engine.
Is it Fox engine? Yeah, the engine's fantastic. But other than that, do you guys see this? It's too real too. Like as far as the survival aspect goes, you guys see you have to eat constantly. You have to drink constantly. You have no stamina. Your character looks to be in pretty good goddamn shape, but he can't run more than 10 yards without fucking getting winded. This game has a lot of tweaks that need to be made to it if it's going to be a decent game at all. But the fact I can look past shitty gameplay. I can look past shitty graphics. I can look past all that. But $10 for additional save slot. I can't stress to people enough how fucking absurd that is and where this leads us and where this points to the direction we're going here. Because it's not going to be long until like Voicelegends was saying, if they're doing this shit now, it's only a matter of time until they start charging us per save or
for a checkpoint,
for checkpoint,
everything.
or for bullets in a gun. Like for me, if you want like extra 60 bullets for your gun, $2
for that campaign.
Yeah, crazy shit. I'm good, J Money. I'm good.
Hey, man, you know what though? This to me is like you ever been a point of your life about a certain situation where you say, man, I just don't give a fuck. I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences. That's what Konami did with this. I know they had to know that this is absolutely crazy. They had to be like, man, I don't give a fuck. Our company's failing anyway, so fuck it. Who cares? There's no other way to explain.
That's a big issue with that because they wouldn't fucking be failing if they just used the IPs they got from Hudson. Like, come on, man! They haven't done shit with anything they got.
Good point. Yeah, that's like what Dirt was. That's like what Dirt was saying to man. I seriously thought to myself, I'm like, who thought this would be a good idea? Who thought that this would come over with no consequences? Who thought that this would cause no problems? They had to have known, the Dirt says. They had to have known this was going to be a problem. It's almost like they had a bet with EA. Like, oh, I bet you we could piss people off more than you did. Like, I honestly still am baffled by it. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it's true. And this shit needs to be a bigger story than it is because honestly, it's not getting that much backlash. The backlash it deserves. Angry Joe touched on it briefly. He used to get pissed off. He used to get pissed off about the little things, but yeah, he didn't seem that mad about it really.
Because anybody gonna buy this shit. That's why everybody like, hey, look.
Yeah, it's not a super popular game. It's not like a Star Wars or some kind of big, huge AAA multi-plat game. But the fact that it exists is still insulting to me. So I hope Konami goes under, man. I wish them nothing but ill fortunes.
All they got is this and that damn soccer game, right? Like, what else do they make nowadays?
What soccer game?
PEC. Is it PEC?
PSX or whatever, PCX or I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, some shit.
Yeah, that
not
bullshit.
The FIFA, the other one that nobody buys.
Yeah, that bullshit. I know what you're talking about. Oh, any other thoughts on that? Because I've already raged too much on that.
I pretty much raged enough off.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I dedicated like 2 videos to that shit, man. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Fucking crazy, man. Okay, so next. Go ahead.
Jay-Wag, did you hear about Did you hear about the secret message that the devs of the game put in?
Shit,
Konami?
I forgot to talk about that.
Yeah,
basically talking about I know you're talking. Go ahead. I know you're talking
about. Some of the devs of the Metal Gear Survive game, they put in a secret message. There's a scene at the beginning where it has like a manifesto. And in the manifesto is basically a secret message slagging off Konami.
No, I didn't hear about that at all, actually. I thought you talking about something else.
Yeah, it's basically from a guy calls himself Vengeful Mosquito. Well, it's insinuated like he's the alias of the person that's put the message in. And basically like saying... Metal Gear Solid, rest in peace.
Hey, Iron Fist, man. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, man. As everybody in this panel, man. Genuine gamers with real opinions, no fanboy shit here. We all have our preferred console, man, our preferred platform, but we keep it real when it comes to these gaming topics. So I appreciate the shout out there, Iron Fist. Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off there, Scorpio. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Fuck them. Fuck Konami, in my opinion. Fuck them altogether.
Yeah, fuck Konami.
But the other thing I thought you were going to touch on is the fact that they put like a disclaimer in their game that says like, oh, don't try to, we won't tolerate like online dating. What the fuck are you talking about? Anybody trying to meet? First of all, anybody playing this game, especially and I'm not going to try to pick up on bitches. I'm doing quotation marks.
Okay, all right. What girl would be playing this garbage ass game anyway?
I'm sure there's girls, man. There's a lot of girl gamers nowadays. It's not like 10 years ago or 20 years ago. There's a lot
good
more
games, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some females playing this, but I've never hit on a girl up through the Xbox Live or Airways. I've never been like, hey, what's your number? I know people. Apparently, people have met through like World of Warcraft and shit before and gotten married, but I found it weird they put that disclaimer there. And not the fact that this game is fucked from the beginning. They should have a disclaimer just telling you this game is trash, but they decided.
It's so bad it's trying to cock block.
Yeah, that's a good point there. Yeah, like you ain't getting.
Well, it's like there's a mechanic in the game to that you have to get oxygen, It's like if they
What's up,
I
Chili
wouldn't put them
Dog?
past Konami that later down the line they're going to try and sell you oxygen. So they'll find a way of like selling people oxygen in game.
Yeah, man, it's a sad world we live in, man. Sad world. Like I said, even the fact that you know, think about it nowadays. This is going off topic a little bit, but even nowadays, man, everything you know, you can't just go get fresh water or pick fresh fruit or you know, even go hunting for meat without paying somebody or getting a license. So. Taxes, the whole world's monetized. Anyway, that's something else to talk about. But so big news. If you guys have not heard, Fortnite recently had as we all know, Fortnite Battle Royale is probably the biggest game in the world right now. It is surpassing PUBG as far as you know, copies. I don't know, not copies downloaded yet, but as far as just popularity and Twitch viewership, shit like that, it is. Pretty much the most popular game in the world right now. Maybe PUBG and them are going back and forth. But anyway, so Fortnite recently got an update across the board for PS4, Xbox, Xbox One X, and PS4 Pro for 4K. I'm sorry, not in the base hardware, I believe, but they got an update for the Pro and Xbox One X for 4K 60 mode.
Pro is 1080p.
Oh, the Pro's only 1080p.
Yeah, man, that's the digital fine. They said the Pro was 1080p.
Okay, so thanks for correcting me. So Xbox One X gets a 4K 60 mode. How you guys feel about that?
No, theirs is a 4K. Xbox One X is a 17 something p.
At
60 though.
Hold on, Griggity. Okay, so you're saying that the PS4 is actually hitting 4K?
No. The PS4 Pro is 1080p.
Okay, yeah. The Pro 1080p.
Xbox One X.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Xbox One X.
that's what I said. Yeah.
PS4 Pro.
So the Xbox One X is hitting 4K 60, and it looks pretty goddamn smooth. I have not tried it through the update yet, but the game looked fantastic before. But I'm very excited about this. This is the first indication of what the Xbox One X can do. This game ran buttery smooth before, but now that I have the option to run this game 4K 60, it's hitting 60 frames, I believe, pretty consistently. Sometimes it drops to the higher 50s, but in my opinion, I'm happy to see this.
Dynamic resolution.
What's that?
I said it's dynamic resolution. I don't think it actually hits. Well, like
yeah, I know.
Said it doesn't hit.
Yeah, I know most of these games aren't a full native 4K.
Right.
Cat's kind of out of the bag on that for the most part. Besides a few select titles, but the game looks amazing, man. But I'm glad to see that they're utilizing the power of the X and some of these third-party developers are actually taking advantage of the extra power that these consoles provide, that being the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, especially since I purchased the Xbox One X. So how do you guys feel? You guys feel that's a good... I mean, this is kind of a weird question. Do you guys feel that's a good thing, you know, that they're updating these games like they are?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect nobody to say no about that, but I just want to bring it out there.
Definitely.
You know, in a situation like that.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, that's a cool feature. I'm glad they're doing that.
I mean, you know, reason to buy a new console. I mean, if it wasn't, I would just keep the Xbox One S. If that's the case,
I keep forgetting to fucking change the screen. Yeah, well, this is what I wanted to see, man. Because I remember when they first announced PUBG, that pissed me off that it was going to be 60 FPS, and they decided to tailor it back down to 30 because for whatever reason. They said, I bought the Xbox One X. I wanted them to utilize the extra power and take advantage of the hardware. So, sorry, I'm kind of doing something right now. Yeah, that was a quick topic real quick. The game looks amazing, looks fantastic. And I had actually played, I compared it. I had to play it on my Xbox One X, and then I played it on the PS4 Pro. On the PS4 Slim. And when I tell you the difference there is drastic, like it's like it looks like a generational leap. It is a huge jump in graphics and resolution and fucking everything. Performance, everything. So the Xbox One X, in that regard, and the PS4 Pro even, are definitely being utilized to take advantage of their hardware. And that's something I'm glad to see for the people who paid the additional money for a premium console. Okay, so next up we got, this is another side note too, it's like a smaller thing. PSN's offering a deal right now. I find it kind of odd. I guess it's not bad, but if you spend $100 in a PSN store, you get a $15 voucher. How you guys? Is that a good deal?
If you spend $100,
comment, really.
I guess it's not bad.
It's not bad.
If you guys, who the fuck spends $100 at a time on PSN, on a PSN store? I guess you're buying like a game and a season pass, or maybe multiple games. I don't know. I just I won't take advantage of that because I'm not dropping $100 in one instance.
So you spend $100.
If you're spending money, if you get anything back, I think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just me personally.
Yeah, but I
think
believe
Microsoft does something like that.
But I believe I don't think it's like it like adds on though. I don't think it's like a thing where it's like, oh, if you spend $100 within in like 2 months you get a $15 voucher. I think it's like you have to spend $100 at once and then you get a $15 voucher.
Oh, well, that might be some bullshit then.
I
thought it was like
no, yeah,
$100.
I believe it's that, like I said, if you could accumulate it, let's look it up real quick. If you could accumulate it, throughout however much time, and then it adds on, you get that $15 voucher. Then cool, kind of like perks, maybe like fuel perks. But if it's like a thing where it's like, oh, you guys spend $100 this instant, then you get $15 voucher. Oh, no. They can fuck off with that, in my opinion.
Yeah, they can because Xbox Live does that. I mean, I buy all my games digital now, and it's like every couple months I'll have some Microsoft money in like my account. So they do something like that. But yeah, if you got to spend $100 at one time, I don't know about that.
Any thoughts on that? I can't even find the fucking article, but that's
100. So you got to play a game for like 100 hours. You got to get up to 100 hours, then they give you free $15. That's what they mean.
Okay, here we go. So between 2/27. Okay, so there's a time frame here. Between 2/27 and 3/06, March 6th, spend $100, tax not included, on PSN network products and services, and receive a PSN promotion code valued at $15. So yeah, okay, so they're giving you roughly 10 days or 1 week to spend $100. You get $15 voucher. Like I said.
So they're giving you the time limit, like 1 week.
1 week, yeah.
Yeah, they need to comment. They need to comment down with all this. They need to keep things simple, man. It's getting out of hand with all this stuff.
This could be. I guess this could be useful if you're planning on buying a lot of games. I guess it'd be all flash sale stuff, or not flash sale stuff, but there's not too much out on PSN right now besides like I think Moss just released for PSVR. As far as maybe Yakuza 6, I think comes out in that time frame possibly. No. But 1 week. No, I'm not with it. I'll hold off on that. Like I said, it'd be cool if they just had a thing where it was like, for every $100 you spend, you get a $15 voucher. That'd be dope. Because eventually that would add up, But as far as their little deal here, I'm not really feeling that. Okay, so brings to us, since we're on PlayStation, as you guys have heard, they made an announcement a couple of days ago. PSN. After 2019, will no longer be offering you free PS Vita games or PS3 games, and all support altogether for PS Vita and PS3 as far as firmware updates and things like that will cease to exist. My opinion about it, I can't believe they've been supporting the PS3 and the Vita as long as they have, especially with the Vita's history. We all know how the Vita ended. So in my opinion, it's not a big deal. I don't know why people are tripping about it. They're giving you another year, and they're giving people a year's notice ahead of time. So in my opinion, it's not a big deal, and people, in my opinion, I keep saying my fucking opinion, need to get over it. Thoughts?
Not a big deal. I agree with
not a big deal at all.
A big deal.
Who cares?
I mean,
Definitely
the game is dead. It's gone. It's dead. It's destroyed. There's no need for it. Nobody uses it.
How long do they expect it to last? I mean,
like they supported the PS2 forever. Remember that shit before it ceased production?
And they supported this forever.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, I mean the PS3 came out in what, 06?
Yeah.
So
06.
Yeah.
It's 12 years.
So like they've definitely given it support, plenty of support. They lost money on the Vita. They're still recovering for the Vita. That was a money pit for them. God damn. Yeah. Dirk Griggs at work, everybody. But not Dirk Griggs, but Cherry Man Games at work. Security, top flight security of the world, Craig. Yeah, like I said, the PS Vita though, man, they lost a lot of money on that. And the fact that they were still supporting that after all this time, is baffling to me, and that was news to me. So the fact that they're gonna stop supporting these consoles.
And like you said, Wags, I can't believe they didn't do this before because they started the the free games in I believe 2010. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously that's 8 years ago. So for them to support the PS3 and the Vita with the free games, I mean that's great. They did it this long. So this is really a non-story. Like
Yeah.
PlayStation guys should be saying, "Oh, thanks y'all for doing it that long."
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah, like I mean, and like when these companies make decisions like this, I'm assuming they got enough data to support it. Like they probably say, yeah, nobody really downloads these games. Nobody, see, I mean, it's 80 million PS4s out there. I mean, how many people still got PS3s? I'm sure there's some, but probably not enough for them to care. You know what I'm saying?
I still got my PS3 and I still use it, but I really don't see that as an important thing to like really keep. It's had its days. It's been
It's
enough,
done.
man.
PlayStation things.
Hey, since 2006.
Right. I agree with you. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's done.
So it's pretty unanimous that that's not a big deal, and Sony was good on their part for supporting these platforms as long as they did. Okay, so another topic. This is gonna be a fun one for Dirk Griggity. So, Xbox has been doing this thing in past couple years here, but even more so now with the Xbox One X being out. Backwards compatibility. Now, as we all know, Microsoft is very focused on backwards compatibility. They feel as though it's very important, and I would agree to a certain extent. I do think that it is a great feature to be able to play games on the current hardware that you purchased back in the day, and especially be able to use the goddamn disc that you purchased, more than 12 years ago. I think it's a fantastic feature. But my thing here, and they just announced, so now with the power of the X, they are enhancing these games, and they're called Xbox One enhancements. So they just released, they just added to the backwards compat list Crackdown 1, Forza, whatever hell it's called, and I think Fable something, and another game. And these games are all enhanced. A lot of people seem to be excited about this. A lot of people are pumped. They say it's like playing a new game. I'm not really sold on it. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad thing they're doing this, but it's kind of frustrating to see how much, play Crackdown 1 enhanced, or play this game enhanced, or hey, we just added this to backward compatibility list. That's cool and all, but like, what can we get some new shit here? Like, what else are y'all working on? What are your thoughts on this, Dirt?
Well, first off, the Crackdown thing, I actually had the game digitally from the 360, and of course, it appeared in my ready to install list, and I downloaded it, and I gotta admit, man, it looks like a remaster. I don't want to be one of the Xbox guys to say, "Oh, it looks phenomenal." No, it looks damn good.
It's like you're playing a new game. It's like playing a new game.
No, I'm not going to say
it's like
that.
playing a new game at all, but
no, but it does look way better.
It does look good.
Does it play better?
No, it doesn't play better.
Same control. I mean, as far as frame rate goes, or anything on a technical level. I believe that they're touting it, like, improve performance.
I mean,
steadier frame rates, things like that. Perhaps.
Yeah. But I would tell you, Forza Horizon looks great, man. That game looks great. I don't know exactly how they're pulling this off, but you can't be mad. I understand we're waiting for new games. I understand that. But you can't be mad with what they're doing, because these are games I already had digitally, and all of a sudden I can play them on my Xbox One in 4K. I mean, you can't be mad at that, right? I mean, I don't.
That's a good deal all around, no matter which way you look at it.
Can't be mad at it, man. I'm just
saying.
It's
nothing to get too excited about either. I mean, it's just a resolution increase.
I agree.
Everybody's trying
but it is an older game that's going to look better. You don't have to, if you own the game, you don't have to rebuy it. Just like Shadow of the Colossus, that's a game that looks great now, but you had to rebuy it for $40. So it's kind of like they're kind of remastering the games slightly. But if you have the game already, you don't have to rebuy it. So I don't see anything wrong with it at all. I'm actually for it.
Either.
Yeah, I mean,
that's actually a good thing all around.
I'm all for backwards compatibility, but it seems to me that they're putting a lot of resources in this shit, man.
Man.
They're pretty on the up and up, man. You see games getting added to the backwards compat list constantly. And my only problem with it is, like I said, I agree with you guys as far as, it's a good value. You don't have to pay for these games if you already own them. If you can actually just pop the disc in, you're good to go. But my thing is, like I said, putting all these resources into this shit, but we have no idea what's coming down the future. We know of State of Decay 2, we know of Crackdown 3, we know nothing about these games, and we know about Sea of Thieves is coming in 20 days. So it's a minor gripe here, but it's just like, maybe it's a little selfish, but I personally want to see Microsoft produce some new shit. I want to hear about some new shit coming out. Now, we still got E3 this year. It's my last goddamn year waiting for E3. But I'll save my thoughts on this until E3 comes out. But in my opinion, man, I'm cool with all these backward compat games, man, and the fact that they're remastering all this shit. I honestly don't want to play Crackdown 1 remaster, man, or Original 4. That's just me. That's just my opinion about it.
Yeah,
I feel you.
Like I said, now if you want to say that could be construed as hypocritical, because I did buy Shadow of the Colossus, the remaster for PS4. That's the game from the PS2 era. Bayonetta. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, so I spent $6 on that for Bayonetta 1 and 2. So like I said, I understand the need for backwards compat, and maybe some people didn't play these games. Now they get to experience some, in a more graphically enhanced mode for higher to today's standards. But the thing with PS4 and Nintendo is they are not only are they they're coming out with this old shit too, but they're also producing new shit. Now they're not giving you the option to play a game that you've already paid for years ago. I don't know. It's a weird trade up, man. I'm kind of going off about it now, but we'll see. I'll say we'll wait till E3. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll wait till E3.
Hey, can I talk about that for a quick second? Now,
yeah.
What you said as far as the new games, I agree 100%. We want Microsoft to bring new stuff, especially me as an Xbox guy. I want them to bring new stuff, no doubt about it. But I know we've been talking about Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3 for like 3 to 4 years now. Me personally, I'm tired of talking about these specific titles personally.
That's all we got.
Right, that's all we have right now. But those are a couple new games coming. Obviously, Phil Spencer's strategy with let's wait till the game is almost ready to unveil the game or announce the game, it's not working. It seems pretty obvious it's not working.
Mm-hmm.
So they definitely got to consider changing. This year E3, my opinion, they have to.
Yeah, they have to.
Say something.
Games, that's a couple years
say something, and the next time people aren't going to be invested in it. They're going to be like,
they have to.
Be like, oh man, this system ain't got shit.
Right. And I have a hypothetical question for y'all. I got a hypothetical question. We know how bad 2017 was, right? As far as Xbox exclusives, right?
Yeah.
What if they announced, like, just say last year's E3, they announced maybe 3 games that was coming within the next couple years? Would 2017 have seemed as bad as it was?
It has nothing to promise. It wouldn't maybe not.
It wouldn't be as bad, but it'd still be bad if they're coming years down the road. Like, they announced something that's coming out within like 2019, man. They can't announce shit that's gonna be coming out 2021 or fucking 2022. It has to be pretty goddamn soon. They have to have something in the works, man. Because the big thing is, like, if you look at even like the game lineup, we got Crackdown 3, State of K2, and Sea of Thieves. All 3 of those games, of those 3 games, the one I'm looking forward to the most is State of Decay 2. But of all those 3 games, they don't come close as far as, like, when we say blockbusters, when we say, like, bangers, we say, hard hitting games. These games on Xbox they're coming out this year aren't touching some of these titles. God of War, Spider-Man,
I can't deny that.
Days Gone. Last of Us 2 has a
I don't think that's coming out here.
No. I'm just saying in the pipeline for Sony. Right. But none of these games come close
that they show coming. Yeah,
looks great.
Looks great. Just like they're not the same level in my opinion. As far as
graphically, they're not. It's not
even graphics. It's just terms of
concept,
hype, excitement. Like people aren't really that excited for Sea of Thieves, in my opinion. People really aren't that excited for Crackdown. We know nothing really about it. State of Decay 2, some people are hyped for that, but not like super like, oh fuck, I can't. I'm not jumping out of my seat for it. I'm waiting on Spider-Man. I'm waiting on God of War. I'm waiting on Last of Us. When Last of Us 2 comes out, I'm calling off work that week. I'm finishing that because I want to play that shit that bad.
Now that's a goddamn game. I'm gonna get that's the game I want to get the PlayStation. See, this is what's gonna F up goddamn Xbox, man. If they don't see this, they take it so goddamn long for Crackdown and Save Kings. That's what Sony got the exclusives. That's what, they don't even have to be that most powerful. Sony got exclusives and Nintendo got the exclusives coming. Microsoft better get I ain't gonna say nothing. That's it.
Well,
they just better know. They better get it.
And let me tell you
the exclusive part is important. I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, you're right.
The exclusive part is important. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The Last of Us is, to me, my opinion.
Oh, don't say it. Don't you dare.
The best game I've ever played in my life. No. Hey, Wax, you know me enough. Like, you know me well enough to know I will keep it real.
Yeah,
the Last of Us.
I know. I've heard people.
It's the best game I've ever played in my freaking life. Naughty Dog is one of the best developers on the planet right now. So I am hyped for these games. I am hyped for them. But
boys don't agree with that.
I believe that Sea of Thieves is going to do well. I know I'm not saying it's going to outsell God of War. I'm not going to say that, but I think it's going to do well. I really do. There's a buzz about the game. Xbox guys are hyped for it. I'm not going to say I'm super hyped for it, but I'm going to play it, obviously. But I think it's going to do well. If Crackdown 3 multiplayer turns out to be how that little video was a few years back, that game is going to be big. If it turns out to be that way.
Yeah, with the power of the cloud and all that bullshit.
If it looks like that little package, that little video, that little demonstration they had, I believe in 2015, if it turns out to be that way, that game is going to be big. But that's a big if. We just don't know.
Yeah, but not as big as, I mean, like, dude, like, when I'm saying, like, when I mean, like, a certain game, a stature of a game, I'm talking about a game that can move consoles. Spider-Man can move PS4s. God of War, every game they're coming out with can move a PS4, but with maybe the exception of Detroit Become Human. Right. Every other game on that list, Days Gone, The Last of Us 2, all that shit by themselves will give people a reason like, oh, I gotta buy that. I gotta buy that PS4 experience. That Xbox doesn't have that, and they haven't had it this whole generation. The biggest, like I said, I'll say this again. The biggest game of this generation for Xbox, sadly, is a unfinished preview game being PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and that is true. That is the biggest game they have gotten this generation since the Xbox One's been out.
I can't disagree with
you. And that's a major problem. I've been primarily an Xbox guy for a while, man. I play my X. I like the X, but they need to secure some titles, man. That's all I can say about it. They need to secure some stellar titles, not just. Same with Vanquish 2, man. That's not cutting it. New Fable, that's not cutting it. They need something stellar. Go ahead, voice. I heard you talking. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I didn't have much to say.
I heard you laugh when Dirt Griggity said that Naughty Dog is one of the best developers in the world. You want to touch on that? I heard.
I kind of slid my 2 cents in and said, well, it's rare, so like there's obviously going to be a little bit hype behind that. But that's pretty much all I was saying. Like for Sea of Thieves, like I can understand the hype behind that and all that, but other than that, Xbox doesn't really have anything else to really go by other than PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG's that's their new, what's it called? Mascot, man. PUBG. Fuck Halo.
That's all they have right now.
That's what it is. But so we'll go to that. Brings us to a next topic for Xbox. You guys have heard that. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Actually, what the fuck was I gonna say about that? Xbox just had something recently happening. Fuck, I had it, guys. I had it, but maybe it'll come back to me. So next thing we'll talk about here is you guys have heard this whole Twitter argument and this whole fanboy argument about Horizon Zero Dawn. Recently, the sales numbers came out. It sold 7.6 million copies in the course of 2 years, I believe. and a lot of people were saying that is a failure.
No, it's like 1 year.
Was it 1 year? It came out. Oh yeah, it came out 2017.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, 7.6 million in 1 year. Yeah, thank you for the correction. Yeah, that's right. It was last year. Yeah, so it came out January last year, right? Or February like 10th or something like that, or 17th. Anyway, yeah. So 1 year it's been out for. It's still 7.6 million copies on the PS4 platform alone, and a lot of people are saying that that's a failure because they're saying that because it's only 10% of the install base of the PS4. What is your guys' take on that? Do you guys think that that's a good number, or is that underwhelming for the install base that Sony has?
I mean, I don't know about the numbers of sales, but that game itself is amazing. So I feel like if it's got like a good fan base to it now, they can move forward with sequels.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I would agree. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, can't say that's not a good number, man. I mean, I know the PlayStation is at 76 million or whatever it's at, but still, I mean, it's a brand new single player IP.
Yeah,
that's so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
11.6 million, man. I mean, how can you deny?
7.6.
That's not a good
7.6.
Yeah, that's a good number, man. I don't know why people trying to downplay that. That's a good number.
Well, it's the whole console war thing. Everybody tries to downplay each other. If you're an Xbox guy or the hardcore Xbox guys and hardcore PS4 guys, but 7.6 million, that is 10% of the PS4 install base. But for a new IP and for a single player game, that is a phenomenal number, and that is by 7.6 by any standard, even with multi-platform a lot of times, is a successful number, especially in 1 year's time. You got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It sold, I think, over 9 million copies. I believe I believe Breath of the Wild sold when it first released with the Switch. I believe it sold more copies than the install base of the Switch at that time. So,
right. I mean, people's buying multiple.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that last year. I remember that.
So that shit was crazy. Then you got games like Super Mario Odyssey sold 9 million copies. So it's definitely it's proven the fact that single player games, there is a demand for single player games. But in my opinion, well, that's not my opinion, but 7.6 million, man, for Horizon Zero Dawn, 1 year, new IP. It's a fantastic number, man. It's only available on one platform. Doesn't matter what the attach rate is because it's 10%. That is a fantastic number. And the game itself, I beat Horizon Zero Dawn. The game itself, in my opinion, one of the best games I've played in years, single player wise. That game was absolutely fantastic.
I haven't finished it yet.
No, it's a long game, man. It's a long game. It does get a little tedious at times.
Yeah,
like running.
I'm about halfway through it myself.
It got a little boring to me.
Yeah,
I think I'm towards the middle of it, but I'm gonna get back in it.
It gets a little tedious at times. I don't like fucking running around from point to point because some of those points are far as hell from each other. You have the campfires you can go to and everything else, but
I like games like that. I like doing all the side quests and stuff. So games like that are really good for me. I just found it like really beautiful graphics wise.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
I had something else to say about Xbox, but I can't remember what the fuck it was now. I didn't write this one down. It was pretty interesting actually, but what the fuck was it?
Was it the Sega rumor?
That's it. Thank you very much. Derek Gregory, right hand man here. You're saving me tonight, bro. Yeah, so you guys heard the rumors that apparently Microsoft is working with Sega, and the big rumor is that Microsoft is looking to purchase Sega. I don't think that's the case, but if anything, though, Microsoft and Sega did meet. It was on Twitter and everything else. They did meet. What do you guys think about that? Do you guys think it's just a general meeting about maybe game development, or they're working on something in the pipeline? Is Microsoft looking to acquire Sega or acquire some IPs? What are you guys' thoughts about that?
I think they're probably meeting about some.
What up, Noah? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Game. Maybe some time exclusive games, or Microsoft going to fund a game for them. I don't think it's about them buying Sega. I mean, like, why would they want to buy Sega at this in 2018? What the hell does Sega has to offer in 2008?
Sega got a lot of IPs, man.
Yeah, they got a lot of IPs.
But they ain't doing shit with them.
Well, yeah, man. So maybe Microsoft can help them out,
Hey, maybe one game that can work in 2018, besides maybe Phantasy Star. I can't think of another game that will work in 2018.
Okay, Sega has what? House of the Dead, maybe?
Shinobi, maybe.
Sonic, I mean, that's...
Nah, fuck Sonic.
Yeah,
Sonic will still work regardless on what it is, so...
Shit, man, that last Sonic sold like shit.
Why y'all gotta fucking burst my bubble, man, huh? Why y'all do this to me?
I'm just saying, in 2018, Sega has nothing to offer. That's my opinion.
Doesn't Sega own the rights to Bayonetta?
Yeah. But who the fuck cares about Bayonetta?
Hey.
A lot of people care about
Bite your
Bayonetta.
goddamn
Just like
tongue.
a lot of people care about
shit.
Sonic.
Oh,
that
Bayonetta.
game-
A lot of people care about Bayonetta. Are you kidding me?
I just beat Bayonetta
Hell
1. That's just the
no,
truth.
man.
I'm in love with that.
You
way.
wildin', man. Sorry, you wildin'. Nah, man. That Bayonetta's kicking ass right now. No,
That Bayonetta
hell,
3.
that's an opinion. That's an opinion.
I didn't see Bayonetta on the top 10 MPDs. Did you? I didn't see that shit on there.
Yeah, it'll get there. Don't sleep too too soon.
Okay, I don't
Too soon.
I don't think it's gonna be on NPD. Scorpio.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, but it's gonna do okay when
But
it's.
I think Bayonetta
It's a good
3,
game.
Bayonetta 3 might be though. I think that's gonna sell
Now-
a shit ton of copies.
Yakuza, do you see that comes to the Xbox? No, not really.
Yakuza, I'm not a big fan of them games. I mean,
Yeah, I never really played.
To
You
be
guys-
honest, I
you
just
guys-
don't see anything out of this. I mean, like,
Nier Automata?
it doesn't really seem like it's gonna happen unless they have something planned. Like, hey, give us a few games to be exclusive to our system only.
Once-
That's all I
Yeah,
see.
that's the only thing.
once THQ Nordic acquired all those IPs, that led me to believe, okay, Microsoft's not really trying to buy anything. They're not really trying to buy any studios.
They say they got their checkbook open, man. So I mean,
I don't
they
know.
got their checkbook
THQ
open.
Nordic
We'll
bought all of my IPs for like what? Fucking 150 mil. That's pocket change to
see.
Microsoft.
And what,
So
those IPs wasn't shit either, though.
they
man.
had a couple. They had Dead Rising. You got Dead Island. What?
Dead Island.
There's another one. It's more they got now. They could have fucking something.
The Dead Rising was alright. I like the Dead Rising was pretty good.
Darkstalkers was the only IP worth buying.
150 million to drop in a hat. They could have.
And Shamu, you can't get about Shamu.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, they had a couple in there. I mean, I'll admit most of them weren't worth anything, but they had a couple IPs in there that they could did something with.
Hey, man.
I'm not sure who wants
Yeah,
to. I'm not sure who wants to see it.
Was good, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have a personal story about Shenmue, man. Y'all got 2 minutes.
yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Fuck Shenmue. I'm gonna tell you what.
Oh,
Shenmue.
Nah, man.
Listen, at the time
you're
Shenmue came out,
you're getting kicked right now.
Shenmue-
Go ahead.
Shenmue came out what about 2000, 2001? I don't know what year, but
Yeah,
I
that
was
game too.
married. I was married, my ex-wife, and I didn't have a lot of money at the time. I was struggling financially. I had a Dreamcast, and I was waiting for Shenmue. They announced it like a year before. I was like, I'm waiting for this game. I literally had $60, maybe 70, and I bought this game. At the time, the games were $50. Bought that fucking game. My wife, at the time, my ex-wife, said, I can't believe we don't have any money. Why would you spend our last on the video game? I said, shut your ass up. I'm about to play this Shenmue. I've been waiting for this game for a year. And when I played that dog shit, I damn near got a divorce off of that game, bro. So every time I think about Shenmue, I think about I wound up like divorcing her years later, but she almost divorced me over that game at that time.
I mean-
and that game was dog shit to me. It was okay, but it was boring. It was boring. I had to get a job. I don't want to do that shit.
Can I?
I don't want to have to get a job.
That
And
was
all that
kind
crap.
of fun, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I liked about it. It
Driving
was
a
so
high-low.
innovative at the time.
Can I start off by saying that
Drive that forklift. You know what I'm saying?
Can I
The
start?
best part about Shenmue was that cutscene towards the end where where your girlfriend is riding on your bike.
Spoilers.
That's the best part about Shenmue.
Spoilers.
I hear that.
Okay, well, can I start by saying that if you didn't have much money left to your name, so that probably wasn't the best financial decision you ever made in your life.
Right.
But I can see your girl being mad about that as well. Women aren't very understanding. I did that one time there. I did that. I actually did it. I think I did it like 6-7 years ago, man. I was married before. We're divorced now, but I think I had like $200 left till next payday. It was like 5 days left till payday. This is when I was in the army, and my Xbox 360 broke. It shut off, right? And the army was miserable. And that's all I had to have fun. So I went to GameStop and bought a new Xbox. I bought the Xbox One Elite Edition, the black one, with the 250 gigabyte hard drive in it, like top of the line one back in. And she was pissed. She was like, "You're taking it back." I ain't doing shit. I said, "You don't work. You don't make no money. You don't bring nothing home. I'll do the fuck I want." And then shortly after that, I said I'm playing Gears Judgment because this is when Gears Judgment first came out before I knew that game was trash. But I want to play a new Gears and shit. I'm like, I ain't taking shit back. She's like, we only got like $30 out. I'm like, yeah, they're buying a lot of McDoubles, so we'll be good. I got a case of beer in the fridge. I'm straight. Yeah, so anyway, yeah.
But it's good to hear that. I wasn't the only one that made a fucked up decision when you.
But I bought the console, man, because I had no console. I couldn't play anything. I said, fuck this. Yeah. I'm not going next. That's how much I would get out of a gamer I am, man. Like, I was like, I'm not going 5 days without a video game system to play. Because back then, I didn't have a PS3. I only had an Xbox 360 at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was the Sega thing, man. The Sega topic. Any other topics? That's really all I got on the topic list.
That's pretty much it.
Anything else going on gaming? Anybody in the chat got any questions? Anything they want us to discuss before we get up out of here? Oh man, good times.
Anything else?
Oh hey, Cherry Man Gaming, man. So Kirby's coming out. You gonna cop that?
Oh shit!
Not right away. Not right away. I was about to see.
Not right away. You gonna buy that shit?
Probably. I don't know. I'll see what happens.
No, dude. Please don't buy that game.
Somebody said C-Man is the game Sega should bring back in the chat.
C-Man.
I've seen Angry Video Game Nerds video on that.
Eternal Champions. Oh.
That was the game, man. Did you ever play the Sega CD version? That was the damn game.
No, see, that's an IP though, huh? I'll say Sega got a lot of hidden gems, bro. That like, if they were actually acquired,
Eternal Champions. I remember that game.
I'm saying like
Eternal Champions was the shit.
And they remastered some of this shit, or like did a completely different spinoff. That shit could be dope. Even like this isn't Sega, but like old IPs, like they remade from the ground up and did something really cool with Perfect Dark. Or things. Like a rumor.
It's the rumor they're doing that though. Where I heard that rumor.
Yeah, I heard that rumor. Yeah, I hope it's true because I would love to see something like that. Because Perfect Dark Zero was fucking trash. Remember that game for 360?
Trash. It was a launch title. Trash.
Yeah. That was terrible. That broke my heart.
Not the first. Not Perfect Dark. That was
no. Yeah, that's
Perfect Dark Zero. It was an Xbox 360 launch title.
That's a classic, man. The N64. I'm talking about the 360 one. That shit was.
I know maybe it's too much for me to ask since we just got it recently, but I want another Killer Instinct game.
Yeah, Chili Dog, there was actually, but
me too.
Chili Dog, there was demo for the Kirby game, but you have to create a European account for in the Nintendo shop. So you got to create a new Nintendo username for Europe if you want to try the demo out. I don't know why that is, but that's just the way it is. Jet Set Radio Future ports. Sega ports.
Jet Set Radio game.
Yeah.
Desperately, please, Sega, make it happen.
Okay, so this is a good little topic here. So let's go around the table.
I want to get a remake of Dino Crisis.
Oh, you fucking took mine. You took mine. Yeah, Dino Crisis.
Dino Crisis.
Capcom. Ooh.
I'm wondering, what would a modern time Crazy Taxi be like on the PS4? Xbox.
I can tell you what it'll be.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
It will be some dog shit. That's what it would be.
Ooh. What you say about
that? Remember games like Shadow Man or Toro.
Shadow Man.
Rock and all that. Yeah.
I would love to see Dino Crisis, man. That's probably my number one.
That's one I can agree with. Dino Crisis.
That shit would be epic.
But Parasite Eve.
Oh, Parasite Eve, yeah. There's so many games, dude, that I would buy in a heartbeat.
So many games.
Dino Crisis is kind of
cutting out.
Scary too.
Yeah, it was scary, bro. Yeah, it was. That's definitely some survival horror game, man. That shit gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
See, I want a new Silent Hill as well, but them to take it back to the roots.
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up.
That's Konami. You know that ain't happening.
We all love Silent Hill, but Konami, I don't know about Konami touching it anymore, man.
If they made a game like the PT demo, like that PT demo was fucking amazing.
When I first saw that Silent Hills demo with Norman Reedus or whatever, I don't know if I've ever been more hyped for a game after that trailer.
Oh man, I'm so gutted. I deleted it because I thought I could just re-download it later, and then obviously they removed it. That demo was amazing.
So open the door.
Yeah,
that game was actually, that little demo was kind of scary.
To open the door? I don't know what that is.
No, I'm saying if they were to do a new Silent Hill game. Open the door, like no, fuck
Right.
What do you guys think
Hey,
about?
man, Silent Hill was the first game that scared the hell out of me. Resident Evil
Oh,
didn't scare me.
Silent Hill is a classic,
Silent
man.
Hill on the PS1. Oh, that game scared
Silent
the hell out
Hill,
of me.
in
bro.
my
I couldn't
opinion,
finish it.
Silent Hill 2 is the best one.
Yeah.
And Silent
I
Hill
don't
2 is
think
fire.
Lie, Resident Evil used to scare me a long time ago. I mean,
It had like some jump
it was a
scares
long
and shit.
time ago.
It was freaky, bro. But that's
so
Yeah,
gritty,
dude. But
yeah.
but Silent Hill, bro. That shit was just eerie as fuck when you
Oh,
first
Silent
started.
Hill was absolutely freaking scary, man.
When that
I
damn
didn't even-
pterodactyl's chasing you, whatever. I mean, the radio's going off.
Dactyl especially, fuck that shit. I was creeped out, man. Going back to it even today, like on the original fucking PlayStation shit, that shit's
here's
still creepy.
Okay, here's a good one. Ryan,
I'm a fan of the original Resident Evil games, but I feel like it went downhill after 3. Like 4 wasn't too bad, but
no, 4 was
the new one don't look too bad.
4. I agree with you, Scorpio. That's one of my favorite franchises, man. But
Yeah,
but
Resident Evil
4
1, 2,
4 was a
3
great
really
4 was a great game. It just wasn't a great Resident Evil game. You know what I mean?
Five
I
was
thought
okay.
0
It
was good.
more action
And
than anything.
Well,
remake
Resident Evil was,
of
oh my
GameCube.
god, it's my favorite. That's my favorite game ever.
I did not like 5. Ugh.
No, 5 was
I thought
trash.
that
No, 5 and 6 I didn't like. I didn't like them at all.
No, 6.
But hey,
6
real
was
quick,
trash.
this
Nah, 7 was.
is a good one. I can mess with Dirt about. Ryan Landis in the chat, shout out to you. He said, anyone getting that new Duke controller? Fuck no, I ain't buying that
Nah.
bullshit.
Nah,
that is quite possibly, other than the N64 controller, the worst controller I've ever used.
Yeah, I'm definitely not buying that. I'm definitely not buying
Seven-
that.
messing with no other controller. Look what I
$70.
have. I'm not so-
I
none of that.
apologize, Ryan Landis, if you're hyped about that, but that shit, they can fuck off with that.
Nope.
$70 for that. You know what it's gonna be, right? It's gonna be a collector's item. No one's gonna use that to play a game. Try playing PUBG with that. Good luck. You'll fucking die. And try playing any modern game with a Duke controller. That shit's not gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
well.
definitely not interested in that.
But,
Oh, Resident Evil 0, hell yeah.
0 was good. Code Veronica is one of my favorites. And
Monica.
dude, Resident Evil 7 actually brought me back, man. I was like, I was happy to play. It was a joy to play, man. In my opinion.
I just want a
don't wanna
return
play
of
that
hunters. Like hunters were my favorite enemies in Resident Evil.
I hate those fuckers.
Some things used to scare the hell out
I
of
hate
me,
those
man. Back in
fuckers.
Resident Evil 1. He used to scare the hell out of me when when I had played it for the PlayStation. Oh my god, when they used to come, man. In the remake.
Well, that leads me to the Resident Evil 2 remake, man. When the fuck are we gonna hear any more about this? We heard a brief announcement 2 years ago about this shit that they were working on it, and we haven't heard anything since.
Do you think eventually they'll make Resident Evil 3 remake after the second?
I would hope so, because like
Possibly.
they redid 0 and shit. I would love to see it. Do anything. I'm a sucker, man. Anything with Resident Evil, I buy.
I wouldn't mind a Code Veronica remake
Yeah,
because Code
yeah,
Veronica
same
was
with that.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I'd buy any Resident Evil, man. Like I said, I'm a sucker for it.
That's the one that was on the Dreamcast, right? The Code Veronica.
It was on Dreamcast and PS2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that really pushed. Yeah, that was true to the roots, man. The shit was scary as fuck. But that was a traditional Resident Evil game. You know, it's grown out of that. But I thought Resident Evil 7, man, even though it was first person, I thought that they really brought the series back to not its roots 100%, but they way more grounded than what 6 and 5 were.
Yeah, I mean, I thought 7 was a step in the right direction at least.
Yeah, I'm hyped for the next one, man. I can't wait to bring the next one up. But like they've done. Remember, you guys remember Resident Evil Gaiden for the Game Boy Color? You guys remember that game at all?
Who?
It's
What's the name
it
of
was
it?
called Resident Evil Gaiden or Gaiden for the Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
wanted to get that game like when I was younger, but I never did. It's like Barry Burton, isn't it? Like the main character. in
I
that
forget
game.
if it's Barry, but you're on a boat, and it was a weird game, bro. It was I had to play this when I was like 6. I'm bringing the picture up now, but it was a lot of people don't know about it. But you know, there's plenty of Resident Evil games that are trash though. Remember Survivor for PS1?
Yeah, Survivor series was alright.
Survivor,
Yeah.
and then you had Outbreak was pretty cool.
Pretty good as well.
Which one?
Dead Aim.
Yeah, Denny was a good one. Yeah, another boat one. They have a big fetchers with boats, it seems. You remember Outbreak? That was pretty cool for what it was back in the day. The first like multiplayer kind of co-op one, online multiplayer.
I've never heard of this game, Resident Evil Gate. I never heard
Yeah,
of it.
man, Game Boy Color, bro. I'll show you what it looks like. Some of the gameplay here of some of the pictures. It was rough. I'll say that was a rough game. But
Outbreak was fun.
the combat this is funny, man. This is the combat. It was like a little slider bar, and you had your gun on the right, but you had to like connect the slider bar with the right spot to hit them. It was pretty rough, bro. But it was fun for back end.
Did you guys like the Evil Within?
Yeah, I'm a big Evil Within fan. I beat the first one.
I love both of them.
I bought part 2 day one. I beat that shit within 2 days. Did you see that they added the third person mode? Or first person mode? Yeah,
man. Yeah,
I didn't like Evil Within. I brought it, but
whoa. Fuck'd you just say, Scorpio?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
You didn't like it?
I kept getting lost.
It was a good game, man.
Which game is that?
You kept getting lost in the story, you mean?
Well,
2 was better.
Not so much the story, it's just like where to go in certain levels. I just kept getting swamped. Like I was playing on the hardest setting because I like to play those sort of games on hardest settings. That might be why, but
I thought it was pretty good, man. As far as the survival horror game goes, that shit was.
Which I thought about. Which I thought about
simple serial killer plot. It's more like supernatural stuff.
Which I thought. You mentioned Silent Hill though. You didn't mention that.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. Which I think about Eternal Darkness.
I never played it because it was on a Nintendo console, and I got
it was good though.
Yeah, I never played it
either. What about Outlast?
But
Did you like
I
Outlast?
see.
I couldn't get into Outlast. I can't like get into like not fighting.
Outlast 1 was good as fuck, man. That shit was terrifying.
I thought the first one and the DLC Whistleblower really
it was terrifying.
The second one was a bit crap.
It was terrifying. I think it adds, I love Resident Evil and Evil Within games like that, but a game where you can't fight back, it makes it that much more scary to me. Like
that's why I couldn't get into Outlast. I can't fight back, man.
Yeah, it's a run and hide simulator, but it's fucking when that big guy's chasing you, the guy's saying "Here, piggy," that shit, and you got headphones on, that that gets you. But we're at the point in the show now. We're just talking about random game stuff, guys. So. Any questions?
Hey, you know what's terrifying though, Quads? You know what's terrifying?
What's that?
These screenshots of this shit you showing. What is this old ass shit?
I told you
this game.
Based off a Game Boy game.
This is game, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Resident Evil Gaiden.
Or Gaiden. How the fuck you say it? Yeah. It was.
I mean, it look okay though. It looks okay.
Have you guys ever played a game called Nightmare Creatures? I think it was on the PS1.
It was on the
PS1.
Sounds familiar. It was on the PS1. I did play that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I love that game.
I've played it.
Oh yeah, I want to tell you, voice man. Like I said again in the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming out and everything else. We're just talking random bullshit now. So any questions, just please let us know. I have a PS1 hooked up to my TV, man, and I played Tomb Raider, the original Tomb Raider for PS1 the other day. I don't know how the fuck I ever played that game ever. Those controls are
terrible.
Quite possibly the worst controls I've ever experienced in my life.
Controls. Walk forward. Oh, you got to turn.
You got to turn the whole way.
To turn.
Jump, everything, man. That game's a goddamn chore.
Gaming was ass.
Yeah, everything about the game. You just shooting like double pistols. I was fighting wolves and anyway, I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Oh, that's another one. So now we're starting random shit, but you guys remember?
Have you guys fought? In Tomb Raider 2, have you ever fought the dinosaur? There's like a hidden dinosaur.
Oh, in Tomb Raider 2?
I think it's Tomb Raider 2.
I remember fighting one like Tomb Raider 1. It was like a T-Rex.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. I might be thinking of the wrong game.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 1.
Anyway, so anybody have any more topics? now we're just talking.
I don't really have many.
This game would be so badass right now. Now I'm looking at screenshots of Dino Crisis.
Yeah, I just saw on your screen like Resident Evil Rebirth or whatever it was for I think it was for the DS. That was pretty.
That was
good
cool.
Well.
Yeah, that was essentially Resident Evil 1 remake for the DS. That shit was awesome when it first came out.
Ready to Rumble boxing returns. I'm just kidding.
There's some games, man. I would love to see even
Afro Thunder
PS2, bro. How about Celebrity Deathmatch, man? Just like dumb games like that. Remember that game?
Oh yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch. I remember that shit.
I used to like the show, man. You know what I really want to see though? Not Not really a remake, man, but like just like
Yeah.
gaming in general. Because I used to fucking kill people with this. I'm telling you, man, I almost never lost a fight ever, even online.
I know Crisis.
Fight Night Round 3, man, that was my shit.
That was a great game, bro.
I want to do Fight Night so bad, but I hear that
I don't see it happening, man.
no, because they gotta get everybody's approval because everybody's their own entity. It's not like the NFL or UFC
Yeah,
where
man.
they're all
And
under
the
one
boxes
umbrella.
are too expensive, I guess. The
Yeah,
boxes are too
you know
expensive.
Mayweather want like 60 mil to be in the game. It's like they're not gonna make that much money off the game to begin with.
Right.
He's gonna charge some astronomical price. But I would love to see a new Fight Night, man. That new UFC game, fuck them UFC games, bro. Tell me how these new UFC games are not that good, but UFC 2009 Undisputed was fantastic.
Man, that new UFC game is pretty good, man.
That shit's trash. That shit's trash. Trash. It's so clunky as fuck, and their microtransactions are ridiculous as well. And I also heard there's fucking play to win elements in that game though, like for building your character and everything. You can spend
online.
Yeah, you can you can spend money and get more like attributes and shit, like more stamina and strength and whatever else.
Oh, but look at that's a cute wallpaper showing how you as a gamer. You know, you don't represent one brand.
This is for the podcast, man. Don't get it twisted. you know it's usually up. A Zelda Breath of the Wild picture. That's what.
Oh damn! Okay. Well, I'm glad.
Do you think Dark Times will ever get another Half-Life game?
I'm not a Half-Life fan.
Half-Life. I never really played it. Much.
I'm not a fan of
Valve's
series.
never
I
gonna do
love
it.
Half-Life 1.
I'm not a fan of series.
Valve's never gonna.
But that's really all we got though. So,
Hey man, why the PlayStation got to be in the middle, bro?
Oh, folks.
That's where the pictures, man. I didn't make the goddamn picture.
No type of stuff.
That bullshit Xbox controller's on the right. No, I'm joking.
How dare you?
That's my favorite controller ever made. The Xbox 360 actually. That's my favorite controller ever made.
All them different variations, man. We got 100 different variations.
Fuck all them controllers. I can't stress that enough, bro. I'm so sick of seeing controllers from. You go to Walmart, they got more controllers than Xbox games there. It's fucking absurd.
Hey man, y'all guys be hurting my feelings. Y'all talk about Xbox.
I'm just telling you the truth, man. I'm just trying to tell you, the real what's going on. What's going on in the industry, man.
Now you hurt my feelings.
Oh yeah, I seen when he was talking to you, man, about that shit. He was, when he was having his meltdown and shit. His rants are funny as fuck, aren't they? Or his
most fucked up thing you could tell somebody if you hate Xbox, just be like, Xbox got more controllers than games. They'll be like,
hey, you know why I hate it though? Because it's the truth, and that hurts my feelings.
There's a lot of shit I could say, bro. I could tell you that Sony has a peripheral that has 10 times more games for it than the Xbox One this generation.
The only thing I can say about Sony right now is they don't have any first-party multiplayer games. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's
true. About Sony is, can they please just come out with the games that they've been showing already? Because right now it's just remaster hell.
But neither does Xbox, really. I mean, what besides Gears 4 and now Sea of Thieves? What else is like the big State of Decay 2, I guess? But as far as what's out right now, what's the big first-party multiplayer game from Xbox?
Sea of Thieves is, it's in a few weeks. It's going to be.
I'm saying right now, though.
Oh, right now? Yeah. No, but I mean, period, though.
Yeah, overall,
all the games they announced, none of them have multiplayer. I mean,
Xbox is known for. I don't know. I heard The Last of Us multiplayer is fucking in Uncharted 4 is legit. I tried them. That's just what I heard.
Uncharted 4, like multiplayer is trash, but The Last of Us multiplayer was pretty good.
Yeah. That Last of Us 2 gonna be scary. I can tell right now.
And then you got Nintendo with that bullshit ass Splatoon 2. That game's trash.
Nah.
Trash, Terry, man.
That's a good game, man.
Run around painting I ain't painting people. A little sissy ass. Same with ARMS too. No one bought ARMS either.
Nobody.
No, I'm just talking shit now. But
yeah.
no, for real. Fuck Splatoon though. I play that game. I don't like it. It's too. That's their third person, or FPS, whatever you want to call it. That's their competitive online game. until that Super Smash Bros. Come out, and that's gonna be the new competitive game there. I fucks with Super Smash Bros. I imagine that Dirt does too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah, but okay. So we got no more topics, man. We got no more topics. Anything else popping in the chat here? Nope. All right, so I kept.
There's nothing else we gotta talk about, Chief.
What all voices do you do? Cause like I'm sure I haven't heard all your voices, man. Like kind of start like naming shit, like an accent or something. And see.
Well, you could try. Go ahead.
I don't know, Italian mobster.
Italian mobster?
Yeah.
Didn't I just do that?
I can do a good Italian mobster.
Yeah, he did like a kind of like you sound like Joe Pesci or something. I'm talking like Robert De Niro or something.
I used to be able to do it like a pretty decent Italian guy, like Italian mobster.
All right, go ahead.
I didn't say I want to do it. I just said I used to be able to do it.
Mine's horrible. Like,
you disappoint me.
mine's.
Gotta stop disappointing me like that. You know what I'm saying?
Can you do the Godfather?
Fingers off, you bastard.
Can you do the Godfather voice?
Probably not.
You know what I'm talking about? He's like,
I
can't do it. I can't do it. People know what I'm talking about. I mean, maybe people in chat don't, but you know, the first Godfather, like.
Let me try my mobster guy. Italian mobster.
All right,
let me see if I can still do it. Hold on, man. This might be terrible, so don't laugh at me. Hey yo, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Hey, you fucking Nintendo guys, let me talk to you for a second, eh? Hey, I got your Kirby right here, guy. Get the fork over here, eh? You know what I mean?
you know who you sound like? You sound like Eddie Murphy when he's doing his impression.
Yeah, that's what I based it off of.
Nintendo.
Yeah, he's like, I'll kick your
got
fucking
it all
ass.
Good. Yeah. But I tell you what, they only got remakes and reports, all that goddamn shit. I don't care about that. I'm sticking to the PS4, damn it.
How about you doing any DBZ characters there, voice?
Characters, I was pretty good at Ocean Dub Vegeta.
Please do it.
It's like, okay, Kakarot is a fool. Kakarot is a jackass. What else can I make him say?
What
else? What else can I say about that fool?
That's pretty good, man.
Over 9,000.
That's pretty good. You can't do Frieza.
Hey, wow, you got some talented people on this podcast.
No, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, if y'all check out Voice's channel, man, he should. Like, you'll hear like 10 different.
Old Frieza. I used to do the old Frieza's voice.
I'm trying to compliment you, Voice Legend.
Sorry.
No, man, you see his channel though, man. Voice Legend, man. He does. If you watch like one of his videos, he'll do like 6-7 different voices in that video. Female,
6-7 different voices.
Female
and female doesn't matter.
In a 2-minute span, like female voices. It's unbelievable, man. But yeah, man, Frieza's a hard one to do, man. I never heard anybody be able to do a Frieza good.
I used to be really good at doing Frieza. I could probably still do Frieza. I mean,
please.
Voice has to be kind of low like this.
So.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dog, I would scratch your belly.
Or some shit like that.
No, the first time I did it was pretty goddamn close.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, I remember there was a line where he was like,
"Pop goes the weasel,"
and it was the best thing I ever heard. When he killed Krillin, I think.
Yeah. Damn. All right, though. I've kept y'all long enough. I know Voice has shit to do with his channel. Hey, thank you to Dirt Griggity, Cherry Man Gaming, Scorpio, Voice Legend. Thank y'all so much for coming out here and making
this. Yeah, man. Always a pleasure to be
here.
Yeah.
Great being here.
No problem.
Yeah, thank y'all for bearing with me.
Thank you, man. I had a great time, man.
Of course.
I'm always. It's so much fun talking to you guys, man. I appreciate everybody coming out. So I'll let you guys do your outros or whatever. Just say goodbye to people. Promote your
Start
channel.
with me, I guess. Oh wait.
Yeah,
sorry.
we'll do Voice Legend. Go ahead.
Yeah, this has been Voice Legend. You can check out my YouTube channel, which is Voice Legend. I do parody dubs and all that, so be sure to check me out.
All right, yeah, like I said, he is fantastic, man. Like, I gotta make you a mod, Voice. I can drop your. I gotta make.
Oh wait, let me drop it down in here. I'll drop it down in here so you can do it.
Yeah, but I'll do it on the thing real quick. But yeah, guys, check out Voice Legend, man. Like I said, he should honestly be doing voice work for like Nickelodeon or some shit, man. He's truly talented, man. First time I ever heard his impressions on one of the videos, I was instantly.
I think it was Nintendo Switch problems. That was the first one that you saw.
Yep, that was it. Hey, thanks, Ryan Lance. Appreciate it, bro. But okay. So next up is Ryan Lance said, "Great show, awesome guest in chat." He also said, "This is why I love this podcast. After gaming news, it's impressions time." Yeah, so you're a good asset there, Voice Legend, man. Like, truly talented.
I'm probably
man.
be streaming in a bit too.
Truly talented.
Like probably at 8:00.
Yes, you want to see Voice over there, because Voice also does, man. He does. He commits whole streams sometimes to like he'll be doing characters, Dr. Snide, whatever the hell you call that guy. But a lot of Power Ranger stuff. Your Dr. Snide voice is ridiculous. It's amazing to me how you can change your voice so drastically like that. Like your Snide impression.
Man. A lot of the voices that I do are very evil. You know,
like that, yeah. Dude,
I just
please just show them. I'm kind of asking for too much now, but please just show them your female voice.
Let's see.
Just
I guess I can do the one that I was just doing.
Yeah.
The voice of Madame Odious. You see, you have to be extra careful. You don't want to sound too manly.
You also have,
you had that.
This one, you gotta be extra careful because if you don't have enough subscribers, you're gonna have a big problem.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. Yeah. Jeez, get off my back.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. He can do his voice, man. Like it sounds like a female, man. But,
damn, man.
Yeah, it's true. He's truly talented. But anyway, yeah, that's Voice Legend, man. Check him out. Next up, we got Dirt Griggity.
Hey, Dirt Griggity. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm a very small YouTuber, but I like to talk about video games. That's what I do. Dirt Griggity, DIRT Griggity, GRIGGITY. Check it out. And that's it. Thank you, Jay Wass, for inviting me back on. I truly appreciate it.
I appreciate
having you here, man.
I appreciate you coming, man. Like I said, Dirt Griggity, just to get a little context to these people in case it's the first time tuning in. I've been following Dirt Griggity since pretty much I've been doing YouTube about a year now. Like I said, he does videos in his work vehicle, always insightful, always good talk, and he's just a good person to have on his podcast, man. He's in his gaming knowledge is stellar. Next up,
subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Right.
And next up, we got my man, a guy that I've known since day one, actually, because we had a little beef in the beginning about Nintendo Switch. This is Chariot Man Gaming.
Yeah, what's going on? Hey, but once again, I want to thank Jay Wax for letting me, inviting me on. And it's not really no beef. It's really a game talk. I don't have no problems with you like that. You make great content, but I want you to, come check out my channel, Chariot Man Gaming. I'm gonna put my name into the chat so you can see. You can check me out. I'll be talking about games, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, whatever. Pretty entertaining. Just come on, don't forget, come and take a look, and don't forget to subscribe too.
Yep, so check him out, man. Like I said, God knows this is pretty much day one. Does a lot of Nintendo-related content and other content as well. It does game reviews, live streams, his general thoughts and impressions on games. A lot of stuff I do, minus the rants. Every once in a while, he'll throw a little rant down, but not as he's a little more professional with his rants than I am. But great guy, man. Go check him out. And
subscribe, man. Just subscribe, Cherry, man. I just subscribe.
But last but not least,
if you want loud outbursts and explosions with great explanations, you go to JWAG for that.
Yeah, for over the top,
range
compilations. Yeah.
Hold that out.
Yeah, I really mean that shit too. That's not an act. Like when I'm doing the videos, I get so angry, and then by the time I'm in this podcast, I'm a little more calm. But you guys saw behind the scenes here how irritated I get pretty quick. But last but not least, and this is a guy that he's been following my channel for a while now. He's a guy that I met through YouTube and Twitter and shit like that. He does not have a YouTube channel, but he's just a guy who enjoys video games and mostly film and cinema. It is Scorpio.
Thanks again for having me on the show. For anyone interested in the latest film news, especially MCU news, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Scorpio 0606 1988.
Yep, Scorpio always got the news. He knows what's going down in the film industry. Hey, thank you very much for, like I said, one more time, everybody who came out. Appreciate y'all taking the time out of your busy days. And thank you for everybody in the chat. Whether you listen to this live or you listen to it pre-recorded, YouTube's a big place. There's a lot of content to watch. So the fact that you decided to stop in here and check us out means a lot to us, and it's truly amazing. But that is it, guys. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.
Peace out.
Buddy.
See you, everyone.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, Wags. That was fun.